or the delicious ham, but what are you going to do on the side? Well, I can't think of anybody better to turn to than the team at Mr. Food, and delighted to have Howard Rosenthal with us. Nice to see you.
It's so great being here.
You've been the editor and creative director for Mr. Food since 1991.
Long time.
I can tell you that when I started as a new show host here in 1993,
wow,
one of the nicest people I ever worked with was Art Ginsberg, Mr. Food. He was a
Oh,
joy, a pleasure. He loved food, and he loved bringing good food to all of you. And so in that tradition, Howard, for the first time ever, really, we're bringing you not cookbooks from Mr. Food, but food from the Mr. Food kitchen.
For 40 years, we've been creating great recipes, and it's such a pleasure to take some of our favorite Thanksgiving side dishes, Christmas side dishes, and some of Art's favorite, my grandmother's recipe, and sharing it with you at home. I wish I could invite all of you to my house for Thanksgiving, but since that's not possible, we're sharing the best of the best here.
So each of these containers is 2.5 pounds, just so that you know.
6 to 8 people very generously.
And then we have 4 different options, and you can do any combination. So just so you know the flavors, to get you started, ooey gooey shells and cheese, grandma's green bean casserole, this delicious blue ribbon corn souffle, and then down here at the bottom, it's the southern sweet potato cobbler. Those are the 4 side dishes. You pick 2. So you can do mac and cheese and sweet potato, you can do corn and green beans, you can do corn and mac and cheese, do whatever you want. Let's start ooey gooey.
Ooey gooey shells. And we start here with only the finest ingredients. We have 6 cheeses in here. We have a Gouda, we have 2 types of cheddar, we have an Italian mozzarella that makes it all stringy. And just look at this.
Look at this, you guys. Coming out of the container. Bring the camera up, please. There it is. And then what did you put on top?
And on top, what really makes it, if you hold that for 1 second, you can start there.
Thank you.
How these come to you, we actually send them to you in the pan. You take these out and just thaw them. But then we have the topping on the side where you can just put that in and sprinkle it on top at the last minute of the baking. Whether it's a cheese and cracker topping that melt in your mouth buttery. Isn't that nice? Mmm. That is so flavorful. And we chose to use the shells so it holds more of that cheesy flavor and goodness.
I love that little bit of the kind of crackery topping.
Nice little crunch and extra cheese. Delicious.
Look at that.
Isn't that delicious? So, and again, they just go so beautifully. Over here, this is our southern sweet potato cobbler. So, you know that cobbler that you have at a bakery topping?
Yes.
Look at those big crumbs.
Look at that.
And you can see here, there's chunks of the fresh sweet potato through each part of it, which makes it so nice. And that crumb topping is with lots of oats, brown sugar, the creamiest butter you can imagine, whipping up the fresh sweet potatoes. It just melts in your mouth. And to me, this allows you to have that extra time so you can spend time with your family instead of being stuck in the kitchen. And we did not skimp at all here.
What I love too is a lot of times with these sweet potato casseroles, they're so sweet with all the things on top, you lose the flavor of the sweet potato.
This is a nice balance.
It's a really good balance.
We spent a lot of time, I mean, our test kitchens are the best in the world, and we spent lots of time perfecting these. They come frozen, but they're all made in small batches.
I could eat that forever.
They're all hand-packed too, so that makes it nice.
What's next?
Now here is our corn souffle. And imagine the creamiest corn pudding you've ever had. And then like a blend of a souffle, so it's nice and light. Just try that.
It smells incredible.
It's got butter, sour cream, whole kernel corn. We did not skimp at all. Having this in your house is like having a team of chefs come in and make your side dishes. And what I love, these black containers, aren't these nice? They can go right from the freezer into the oven, right onto the table, which makes cleanup easier.
Nice presentation.
Because we don't want to, do more dishes or anything.
And how many servings do I get in each of these, Howard?
You know, when we pass these around the table, you can easily go around the table, 6, 8 people. And what we find is, as soon as it gets to the last person, the first person is saying, "Can I have some more?" Because they're that good.
That corn, everything. And then an interesting twist on green bean casserole.
This is actually my grandmother Rose's recipe. She was way ahead of her time. She used to love to roast garlic. So she would slow roast garlic, and that would go in a cream sauce. And then fresh blanched
green
beans. It has mushrooms. This one has from Kenneth Square, sauteed fresh mushrooms. And anyone who knows Kennett Square. It's the mushroom capital of the world.
It is. I was at the mushroom
If you could
festival
just hold
this
that
year.
for a second.
Yes.
And then we top it with sliced almonds and crispy fried
look at
onions.
that.
So it just all comes together. It's as creamy as you like. And again, you put the toppings on at the end so they just get crispy. The oils out of the nut come down and go into it. The mushrooms.
The green beans aren't soggy.
No, they're.
You know, they still have some body. They still have some bite to them.
We wanted a little bit of
Yes.
bite. Again, everything
These
here.
are delicious,
the finest.
everybody. All right, here's what you need to know. So we can ship these out right away. So if you're still trying to think about what else you're going to serve for Thanksgiving, or you're worried whether you're going to have enough, get these as your backup plan. They bake in about how much time, Howard?
It's about an hour in the oven.
And then the week of December 4th, that is starting to get limited. So if you want these for Christmas, can I be honest? As a busy working mom, and so many of you are busy working parents, and now that my kids are older, our time to sit down for a nice meal, they really have become few and far between. It's either Kylie's got to go help out on the school play, or my son's in a baseball tournament, or mom's working that night, or dad's got to go to a meeting. So I love the idea, outside of the holidays, just to have these in my freezer, so that one night where I realize, oh my gosh, we are all home. I can do a ham, I can do a roast, I can do a chicken.
And they can go beautiful
and I
with
have
any of those.
these wonderful side dishes that are great for holiday, but great year-round too. Easy pay on these. And again, you choose any combination of these two. Ooey gooey shells and cheese, A+. Grandma's green bean casserole, A+. That delicious, again, blue ribbon corn souffle, A++. And then the southern sweet potato cobbler, A+ too. Choose your two favorites, 3 easy payments. If you're going to trust a test kitchen to make your food, wouldn't you want it to be our friends at Mr. Food?
And
Howard,
everyone
awesome.
will have you saying, ooh, it's so
Ooh, it's so
good.
good. Love it. Listen, stay on the line, everybody. Here's Rachel. In fact, great side dishes here. Main course coming up, Rach.
Oh my gosh, main course absolutely coming up. But before we get to that, I do have to share with you that Harry and David in the house, that brand that specializes in gourmet gifts, of course. How about Moose